Hey everyone, this is the Burning Donut reporting as live as possible in recorded format. I was gonna talk about a whole bunch of stuff about Butch Hartman being an asshole because, well, I'm a cartoonist and Butch Hartman kinda catches my interest here and there. Unfortunately, a thing happened. So for those who don't know, Alex Jones was pretty much removed off of most social media. I think right now, pretty much the only mainstream one he's still on right now is Twitter. And right now they're actually working very hard to get him removed off of that. Now, okay, so why do people care about this? Why is this a big deal? I mean, it's Alex Jones, right? He's just gonna do a whole bunch of stupid shit talking about how he's turning the fucking frogs gay and all that stupid stuff. And yeah, okay, I get it. All right. Alex Jones is not exactly what it would be referred to as a accurate news source, but I mean, if you're the kind of person that doesn't trust like CNN and Fox News and things like that, unfortunately, Alex Jones is probably one of the more accurate things. And believe me, that is a very hard thing to say, but when you consider how much quote-unquote fake news is going on and how liberally controlled everything is, it's pretty all right, I don't know how to put this lightly. Okay, Alex Jones is not a trustworthy news source, but he's more trustworthy than a lot of what's put on mainstream TV and things like that. I would sooner believe Alex Jones than say CNN or Fox News. And yes, I'll go both ways with this. I'll go both ways. I'm not going to be like, oh well, CNN is totally liberally controlled because Fox News is still anyway. The thing that bothers me about this is there has been a lot of trying to silence, shall we say, conservative news sources lately. People who refer to Alex Jones as a conservative news source has always been a little unusual to me because Alex Jones has been one of those people who talked about how fucking President Bush was part of the Skull and Bones organization back in the day. To say that he's conservative is so... It's fucking weird to me. Like I remember seeing back in the day where he was bashing George Bush and bashing all of his things, but all of a sudden, and he was considered like this super extreme crazy liberal back in the day. But nowadays, wait a minute, now because he didn't like Barack Obama, I guess now he's conservative or something, I guess. Okay, there's been a lot of trying to censor quote-unquote conservative news sources. And, the whole, Trump didn't beat Hillary because Hillary was shit. Trump beat Hillary because of Russian collusion and shit like that. Yes, it's nuts. And so, okay, YouTube has been doing all this shit in the sidelines. Like, the entire reason of the adpocalypse was to basically try to deplatform and completely remove the income from people like Sargon of Akkad and Chris Ray Gun and shit like that. And the problem is when they did that, when they do all these things to try to prevent like a small group from being able to express themselves, they fuck the entire system over. And it's like so they'll create like these innocuous terms like hate speech, or dehumanizing language. Like, okay, apparently referring to a Muslim immigrant as the possibility of not being a nice person is dehumanizing, but referring to all men as rapists, that is okay, I guess. And this has been happening. Like, hell, this has even been happening to me. The people who control these social media outlets are really trying to censor views from getting out as much as possible. In fact, just recently I was trying to open a second Twitter as a place to post like not safe for work artwork and things like that, and I kept getting this little notification that said something is wrong. try again. So I would try a different email, I would set up things, and every time I tried to set up the name with like something, the Burning Donut, like I would call it the Burning Donut After Dark, or the Real Burning Donut, or Burning Donut 2. I would try several things, and like I would try to use several emails that were like in association with the Burning Donut. This little thing popped up every single time. We have a problem. Please try again. So I was like, okay, I gave it a chance to like reset or whatever and fix the problem again and try it again later. And then it still happened. So I created a name and I created an email account that had absolutely nothing to do with my original name. It had nothing to do with the Burning Donut. And bizarrely, it worked with no problem. Yeah. And that's a weird thing. If they're working that hard, and it just recently, okay, like my I recently had a content strike on one of my videos, and it had I don't know what it had to do with. It was like a 6-year-old video. It was a speed art of that I drew of Pinkie Pie grabbing Twilight's boobs, and I appealed it. And they got a thing that said, oh, well, we checked your appeal, and we believe it violates the terms anyway, so have fun with your strike. I messaged the trusted flagger from YouTube, and I showed him like a version of the video that I had, and he's all like, no, that's cool. I am going to appeal this. He appeals it, and he tells me that I will hear a result in about a week. That was about a month ago. I have yet to hear a single thing. I have messaged Trusted Flagger a couple times and I have been getting like several notifications on DeviantArt. There was a picture of Apple Bloom recently that I had her wearing a Confederate flag as her shirt, and that got... I got a notification that said I have to add the mature settings, mature content to it. Like, I personally do not believe that it qualifies as mature content. I did not get the option to not click it. It was just click, and it is now counted as mature content. And I've been getting notifications, like several old images that from years ago I've been getting just randomly either removed or reported for something. Like I had some pictures of some adult art cards I uploaded like probably almost 5 years ago, and they were censored and everything, but just recently, because they're like, oh, well, I guess now it counts. So like, I don't know what's going on, but like there is definitely an attempt to start basically set a different set of rules for people with a conservative political view versus a liberal political view. And it's a very dangerous thing. And the biggest problem, censorship has always been a very slippery slope. And we have now crossed it. They're gonna try and use terms like dehuman language as the reasons, and everyone's all like, oh, but Sandy Hook, he said Sandy Hook wasn't real. Well, again, this guy is a conspiracy theory person, okay? He talks about conspiracy theories, and there is evidence of the whole crisis actors thing. If you start looking at the proof and evidence, I'm not going to say that I support that entire discussion, but there is a discussion to be had there. You can't just write it off and say, oh, well, no, that never happens. But the problem is that, like, if they can censor and completely remove Alex Jones, who's next? That's the part I'm worried about. Who is next? And then censorship is not something that stops. It's not something that's like, see, I did a good job, now I can stop. No. Censorship is a thing that will keep going. It is, when you feed the monster, it will get bigger. Who's next? I don't know. Mark Dice? Are they going to start removing Fox News off of the air because they say bad? Are they going to start removing, they've already tried to change and remove TV stations for being, for things they don't agree with. So, what next? And of course, it's all on the conservative side. So it's very... It's a slippery slope, and we have now crossed over it. And that is a very very dangerous precedent to be set, especially for freedom of speech. And it's really freaking annoying to see all these people being, who are all like, oh, well, now he needs to be, we've got him removed everywhere else. We need to get him removed off of Twitter. Well, that's retarded. That is fucking stupid. We have completely, like, when someone has views you don't agree with, you try to logically say, I don't agree with this person's views. If this person is getting a lot of views and a lot of people are listening to this guy's message, you should say, hey, what is it about what this guy's saying that people understand? What is it about? You shouldn't deplatform them. And that's the direction we've gone. They have gone completely just, it's like we don't even care about freedom of speech anymore. That's done. We're just going to take everything away, and it's like tough. And yes, the timing is absolutely ridiculous because, October is, what was it? October, November is coming, the whole midterm elections thing. I don't know. This whole thing is just a very bad precedent to be set. And, we have people being locked up for making jokes. We have people being beat up for having opposing opinions. And now we have people being censored on social media. That is just not a good thing for freedom of speech. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm sure people are going to grill me about having weird views or whatever. But you know what? Fuck you. That's my opinion. Thanks for listening, and donut out. One last thing I would like to say is I think Razor Fist put it best. If you wanted to make a martyr, you sure picked a good way to do it.